Our FA Cup campaign begins today. We failed at the final hurdle last year. Hopefully we don't fail at the first one today. We're playing away to Swindon in the FA Cup third round. Let's get into it. Yes, hello, welcome into Livestreams Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Football Under 22 here with Manchester United. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss a thing. I nearly got the words out there. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. It was our last Champions League group stage games and we're in the Europa League now, so that was a success. You'll understand what I mean if you go and check out that episode. But we're aiming to be in the Europa League, and we are indeed. That's for a future episode, though, the Europa League. We are talking about the FA Cup today. Since we last met, we've won lots of games. Doesn't matter. We've already won the Premier League. You don't care about that. What you care about is the FA Cup. And that's what we're going to start with today. Just one game in today's episode, so it could be a quick one. It could be a long one if we score lots of goals against Swindon, who are in League 2. Let's show you the team for it. It's a fairly full strength side. And when I say fairly full strength, I mean absolutely full strength. Henderson in goal, Fofana and Mustafa at centre back, Livramento and Burkey in the full back positions. De Jong, Bellingham and Stansfield becoming a fantastic midfield three for us. We can now rotate between Niang and De Jong depending how we're feeling. Not Niang, Ndidi and De Jong in that defensive midfield role depending how we're feeling. But you can see the three of them playing really well together. De Jong's average rating less than 7, which is a bit worrying, but nonetheless, solid midfield three. Michel on the right, he's only scored 1 goal this season, but his average rating is very, very high, so that's good. Sancho starts instead of Durant in the left midfield position, and up front, Ilie now has 17 goals. He's been playing pretty well recently, so let's see if we can score some more against Swindon today. On the job front, quite interestingly, the Dortmund manager has moved to cover the job. He's got to the job at Villarreal. So I was considering, that could be a good job, but let's not think about other jobs. At this moment in time, we have to win what we need to at Manchester United here. And then we'll concentrate on Germany and France in the future. As Sancho comes in field, hits it, and it's just over the bar. Good chance for us there, yeah. I'm already looking forward. Don't have to be looking forward. We'll have got 9 seasons after this one to try and win what we need to in France and Germany. And that's all dependent on us obviously winning the FA Cup this year and the Europa League if we can do it, which is going to be no mean feat because there's some tough teams in both competitions. Azili is in behind here. He could have squared the ball for Stansfield. He didn't though. He had a show himself and it's out for a corner kick. 8 minutes in. The rain is absolutely battering down here at the Swindon Stadium. 15,000 people crammed in here. I say it's rain, it's actually hail. It's 2 degrees as well in this first week in January. Not a pleasant day at all, as Morris has it on the right here. Swindon playing in the red, if you've not already worked out. We are playing in the dark blue as Sancho back to Stansfield. He comes back to Mustafa and De Jong now. And Stansfield again, forward to Sancho. He goes down the left-hand side. Switches the ball over toward Bellingham. Back to De Jong. Nice football, Michel. And he skies that one over the bar. There's 20 minutes gone. We've totally dominated this game, but we don't have a goal to show for it. Swindon on the attack here. Morris loses the ball to Sancho. Now Stansfield breaks away down the left. Tries to find Ilie, but Walsh covers. And it's launched away only as far as Sancho, though. Can he get the ball back into the middle? He finds Stansfield and Bellingham and Michel and Bellingham and Livramento. And Ilie tucks that one in. That was a deflected shot, a parried shot from the goalkeeper there as Livramento had a shot and parried into the path of Ilie, and he's tucked that one in with a lunge there with his left foot. Lovely football from us there. Stansfield, Bellingham, Michel, Bellingham. Wonderful football. Livramento, I thought he was going to score, but it was a save from Roberts, and Ilie sticks out his leg and he gets another one to add to his tally for the season. And we lead 1-0 as Swindon have a chance immediately afterwards. What an effort that was. Great save from Henderson. Immediately they had a chance to respond, and they nearly did, as Forson swings this ball in from another corner and Ilie heads that one away. Ilie, 6'1", he's got a bit more height on him than a lot of our other strikers, so he's good in the opposition box, but also back in our own box as well. As you can see there, Riley won the header, and Sancho ran in, and he's fouled by Stevens, and that could be a second yellow. It is indeed. It's a red card. Swindon 1-0 down, now down to 10 men with not even half an hour on the clock. This could be a long day for them. We're going to change their attacking mentality and demand some more. We want to get 5 or 6 today and get some confidence flowing in this team. As Swindon have won the ball back, though, on their left-hand side. But Fofana wins that one well, and Livramento comes forward, finds Michel. The ball will come in field to De Jong. Will he switch it? No, he keeps it on the right with Livramento. Forward to Michel, is in behind the defence. Cross it in. Ilya heads it just wide of the goal. Great chance for us there. Goal kick kicked long by Swindon, but Mustafa will collect it. I imagine we're not really going to be challenged too much today. Now they're down to 10 men as Bellingham's in behind. Great chance for him. And we've ticked down to half-time with no more highlights. That's disappointing, especially being up 1-0 and with them down to 10 men. You'd imagine we'd have had a few more chances to be shown to see if we could score some more. As Michel crosses this one in, Fofana heads it across and it's cleared away. Fofana's scored 4 or 5 goals in the last couple of months from headed chances. He's very, very good in the opposition box. You can see that Swindon playing a 4-3-1-1 when they're down to 10 men as Michel's in behind and he's tucked that one in. A nice assist from Ilya there. Michel getting himself in the score sheet. I was mentioning he'd only scored 1 goal so far this season. Not like him. Normally he'd scored quite a few. Or certainly last year he scored quite a few for us. In previous years he hadn't, but with the new system that we brought in, he started to score a lot of goals. So it's good to see him back on the score sheet there. He'd been out for a while, obviously, with a big injury. So he's got the ball again on the right-hand side. Plays it to Livramento. And now back to Michel, who's in behind the defence. Comes into the box. Crosses it over. Stansfield. The ball bounces about. And De Jong collects it. And that's the end of the highlight. And we are dominating this game. Just not getting as many goals as I would have liked, to be honest. But there's a free kick on the edge of the box here. Who's going to take this one? It's De Jong. He curls it in. And what a chance that was. What a save from Roberts as he tucks it, or pams it behind, I should say, for a corner. Michel into the front post and Fofana heads it over. We should probably make a couple of changes here, shouldn't we? With some of the more experienced, important players and take them off. We'll take off Bellingham and bring on Ravella in midfield. We'll take off Fofana as well and bring on Guindo at the back. And we'll bring Marcus Rashford on for Ilya. Why not? 20 minutes to go. Let's see if the fresh legs do anything as Livramento throws it into Ravella and gets it back and gets past his man. But it's blocked the cross and it's cleared away by Swindon. Mackenzie with it. What's he going to do? Is he marauds down the left-hand side. Back in to Awakan there and over to Walsh and Baptiste. And he launches it long, but it's won the header by Mustafa. And now Burkey forward to Stansfield and Sancho on the left-hand side. Back to Burkey. Can they get the ball into the middle? No, they'll lose it. It's cleared away though, but Mustafa wins a header on Ravella. Forward to Michel and Rashford. And that's a wonderfully worked goal. It's his 11th of the season for Rashford, and we lead 3-0. Throw in deep in their own half from Swindon. They don't want to lose the ball here. Mackenzie launches it long, and their one striker, Sheldon, up against 4 defenders. He's done well to bring that one down. He's got it back again. He goes down the left-hand side, looking for some support. Plays it back to Forson. There's only, 3 or 4 players forward, but Sheldon's one of them, and they scored a goal off Swindon. He's 13th of the season. I imagine they're not going to celebrate too much, as they're still down to 10 men and they're still 2 goals behind at this moment in time. But nonetheless, it's a lifeline for 10-man Swindon here, and they've got another chance as Morris goes down the right-hand side. Can he put the ball into the middle? He certainly will try, but Burkey intercepts it, and he comes away with the ball, and he finds Stansfield. And acres of space, lovely ball forward for Rashford, but Roberts comes out to collect it, the goalkeeper for Swindon. And what's he going to do with the ball now? Will he launch it long? I imagine he will, but Mustafa heads it to Stansfield. And now Sancho. And Sancho into Rashford. And Burkey's in acres of space on the left-hand side. Forward to Stansfield. Back to Burkey. Lovely football. Ball in. Rivera heads it. It's just over the bar. There's still over 10 minutes to go in this game as there's a free kick here. The ball comes in and I don't know how that's not went in. Mustafa headed it across and Rashford's hit it off both posts. But there's been lots of highlights at the end of this second half in a game that we surely should have comfortably won. But we're starting to make it a little bit more... a little bit closer than it should be, even though Swindon have only had 3 shots. As Sancho, De Jong, Michel. It's dropped to Michel again. What's he going to do? He reaches the byline, gets challenged. And are they checking for a penalty kick? It didn't look like a penalty, but there's going to be given as a penalty kick anyway. And it looks like Marcus Rashford will step up to take the penalty. Well, indeed, he hits it bottom corner, goal 4-1. And we are through comfortably to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Those 4 minutes out of time, but they have come and gone. A comfortable 4-1 victory over Swindon for us here. And that is a good way to start our FA Cup campaign. For a while, even though we're up against 10 men for a while, I did think we actually were going to struggle a wee bit, but thankfully it wasn't the case. And now when we have a look at the schedule, the draw for the FA Cup is on Monday, so we'll see who we get in the 4th round in a couple of days' time. Stick around for that, and then that will be this episode over, and then next episode will be the 4th round, because it's going to be about a month till the 4th round happens. Well, there's an interesting one. We've not yet got to the draw for the 4th round, but I've looked at the other results that were happening in the FA Cup 3rd round. Southampton have beaten Manchester City, so the team that beat us in the final of the FA Cup last year have been knocked out at the 3rd round stage. Could this be our year? I certainly hope it is. So here we go. Here's the draw for the FA Cup 4th round, and we have been drawn up against Bournemouth or Peterborough, the Premier League or Championship opposition, depending who we get. Let's see if there's any other big ties in here. Chelsea could have Tottenham. That'll be 2 big teams playing against each other. Liverpool playing against Swansea. Could be an Arsenal against Everton. Just looking at some of the bigger names that are left in the competition. Newcastle or Wickham playing against Charlton. Newcastle obviously finishing the Champions League places last year. So yeah, a couple of big teams could knock each other out in this next round, which should be very useful for us indeed. And if you look at the top half of the draw there's a lot, it's like in the Huddersfield game down to like the Doncaster one, there's a lot of Championship, League 1, League 2 sides playing against each other as well. So there'll be a few of them to play in the next round if we get to that next stage. So we'll have a look at the schedule where that game will appear. We'll scroll down to the bottom and you can see it's going to appear there in that second weekend, or that first Saturday in February. We'll play against Bournemouth or Peterborough. So that is going to be our next episode. A nice 4-1 victory up against Swindon today, and the next one is going to be that FA Cup 4th round up against Bournemouth or Peterborough. Who knows what one it's going to be. It's all going to be cup episodes from now on. Hopefully we'll finish this season with 2 cup victories. That's the hope. Let's see if we can do it. If you have enjoyed this one, please leave a like on the video. It really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until the next one, which is going to be that FA Cup 4th round tie, we'll see you then.